I think we are now live. This is the Virtual Village Hall Harp Meditation. My name is Fiona Kyle, and it's lovely to be here today on this, well, not quite sunny Tuesday afternoon. It's a bit cold where I am, but hopefully I will bring some sunshine into your life today, as always. It's lovely to be here. I have Miss Charlotte Harp with me, as usual, and I'm just putting the harp into the right key before I start. Because as soon as I start talking, I always do it. I always do it the wrong way around. So let's just do that. Let's see if I've got this right now. Not quite. I will get there. Should have done this before I started, shouldn't I? So it's lovely to be here. Thank you for all of those who are joining us live today. And for those of you who are not, who want to join us and catch up, you're also very welcome. So while I'm just sorting this out, if you want to get yourself comfortable in a nice comfortable seat or a sofa or a bed, whatever suits you best. And if you'd like to get yourself a nice blanket, because you can get cold doing meditation sometimes. And if you could have a little glass of water to hand as well, that always helps with, you're always a bit thirsty afterwards. And if you want to use headphones for the session, that's also fine as well, because that will deepen the relaxation. And what I normally do is I do 30 minutes, round about 30-minute relaxation with the harp. And then I will just play some gentle harp music for about 20 minutes or so after that. If you find at the at the end of the meditation, if you want to leave, that's actually fine. You're very welcome to. But if you have time and you would like to stay on for the whole session, then that will be wonderful as well. It is recorded, so you can always come back if you don't have time to stay for the whole thing and listen to what you didn't listen to when you were live. So there's lots of options to for you. So yeah, here we go. So so yeah, looks like we're in business. We've had a little harp string break this week, but it's been sorted, so that's good to know. So I'd like everybody just to get comfortable in the space that you're in. Settle back on your chair or your sofa or your bed, whatever suits you best. And really sink into that support. So really feel the chair and the sofa or the bed just underneath you. If you're sitting up, just put your feet on the floor. You can rest your hands in your lap. And make sure that you're just comfortable where you are. And I like to call this time that we have together our harp space. Because it's the time where we are together. There's just you and me and the harp. And it's a time where you can just be by yourself and undisturbed. And you don't need to be doing anything for anyone. There is no demands on your time in this space. This is really your time for a bit of rest and relaxation. So I always think it's important for us all to take the time when we can. To just have a little bit of me time, a little bit of rest. And so first of all, as I often do, I would like you to focus on your breathing. And so what I'd like you to do is just take a breath in through your nose and then breathe out slowly through your mouth. And when you're breathing in, I'd like you to think about breathing in calm. You can say that word in your head. Breathing in through your nose. Breathing in calmness. And then breathing out. And letting any tension or any frustration or any worries, just consciously breathe them out as you take the out breath. So breathing in through the nose, breathing in with calm. And then breathing out any tension. So just spend a couple more minutes just breathing in through your nose. Calm. And then breathe out. Tension. And I'd like you to imagine that you are outside in nature. And you're standing on a path. And it can be any texture of path that you would like. It can be a smooth path, or it can be a gravel path, or simply the earth, or perhaps a sandy texture. And I just want you to really concentrate on feeling your feet on the path. Just let them be standing still. And just really feel the path beneath your feet. Really connect with the texture. And you might want to imagine that you are in bare feet. You might have sandals on. You might have walking shoes. Whatever suits. And as you're standing on this path, I'd like you to imagine that it's early morning and you can just make out the beginnings of the sunshine. And the beautiful golden rays of the sun are just starting to warm you. The air is cool, but you start to feel the sun around your feet. And I want you now to imagine, as you're standing there, taking in the sights and sounds around you, the sun's warmth soaking into your feet. And then let the rays of the sun just start to move up your legs. So moving up from your feet into your ankles, into your shins, into your knees, to your upper legs, moving up into your pelvis, moving into your abdomen, moving into your rib cage and your diaphragm. And remember, as you're standing there feeling that warm sun, just remember the breathing in of the calm and just breathing out any remaining tension. And letting that beautiful, gentle sun just start rising up from your rib cage and your diaphragm up into your chest and your lungs, and really feel it soaking into your body, the heat radiating, helping to relieve any tension and any tiredness in the muscles. And that beautiful golden light now moves up into your chest and up into your neck. And then you feel it moving across the top of your shoulders, across your collarbone, and down your arms, to the top of your arms, to your elbows, to your forearms, to your wrists, and into the fingers and fingertips, and the fronts and backs of your hands. And now letting that beautiful sunshine come back up the front of your body, moving up into your face. And you can keep your eyes closed, or you can open them to look at the beautiful golden white rays of the sun. progresses. And you feel that wonderful heated relaxation moving up into your face, into your jaw, your chin, letting your tongue and your teeth relax, moving up to your nose and around your eyes and up to your forehead. And you can feel that beautiful heat radiating up into your scalp now and the top of your head. And it may feel a little strange, it might feel slightly tingly, but it should feel gloriously warm. And now we're going to let that sun start to drift down the back of your head, through the bones in your skull, and down into the back of your neck, and across the back of your shoulders. And you can really feel the heat of the sun on your back, and it's just so soothing and warming. And you can let this beautiful heat drift down your spine now, penetrating each vertebrae. Soaking into all the little muscles around about the vertebrae of your spine, and your whole back starts to become warm. And you can feel all the muscles loosening off. And you start to feel that lovely warmth going down into your lower back, over your buttocks, down the backs of your legs, the backs of your knees, and all the way down, wrapping around your feet. Decide to take a little walk just to see what's around and about on this beautiful spring morning. And so with the warmth of the sun on your face and having coated your whole body in this beautiful warmth, you continue down the path. And at each side you can see many trees and the beginnings of flowers shooting up. And the path is gentle. It doesn't cause you any pain or any discomfort when you're walking on it. And you start to hear what's around, and you can hear birdsong. as you're walking along. And then you hear the sound of a river. Beautiful flowing. Sound of a river. And coupled with the bird song, it really makes a beautiful musical tribute to the dawn. And when you find the river, you also find that there's a really comfortable bench for you to sit on. And so just take a seat there for a few minutes. And just start to focus on what you can see in the river. And that beautiful stream, the sparkling of the water. Maybe you can see some fish swimming. Maybe you can see there are some twigs or leaves. And as your eyes focus on these objects, I'd like you to imagine that each object that flows past is like a thought. And at this time, in this harp space that we're together, you can just let the thoughts drift away for the moment. Because you don't need to focus on them right now. So just take a few moments just to let the thoughts drift. Anything that's worrying you, any concerns, anything that's been on your mind. It may be a very simple thing like deciding what you might have for tea or what you've got planned for this evening. For now, just focus on the thoughts drifting by in the river. And as you drift and listen to the bird's song, and feel the air getting warmer and a gentle breeze starts to move, you begin to feel so content. This beautiful space that you have created in your imagination. And then become aware of another sound. The water sounds louder, and there is something moving, something solid that you can tell. And all of a sudden, a beautiful boat comes into view, crafted of the most exquisite wood, and you can't actually see if someone is rowing it, but it's certainly moving by itself on the riverbank. And so you stand up and move towards the boat and take a closer look. And you believe that you can see a name on the side of the boat. And this might be something like the boat of peace. Maybe it's called adventure. Maybe it's called reflection. Or restful. Whatever name you decide to give it, it is your boat. And so you step into the boat and find yourself a comfortable place to sit or recline back, whichever suits. And as you lift your hand, the boat starts to gently move along the river. And it really is this beautiful sensation. You can hear the river swishing by against the side of the boat, the water moving. And maybe a slightly rocking sensation as the boat moves. And as you start to move along the river, you begin to see all sorts of different sights. Many different grasses, many different flowers, including the most amazing sunflowers that you've ever seen. Flowers of all different colours and sizes and smells. The wonderful coconut smell of the gorse bushes. And just the smell of the river in general, that beautiful clean water smell. And as you look down from the side of the boat, you can see the beautiful sparkle of the sun on the water. Or if you prefer to look up, you see a beautiful blue sky ahead of you. With beautiful white clouds drifting across it. And so I'm going to just be silent for a few moments and give you this time just to sit in the boat and just drift. And I really hope that you're enjoying this beautiful time in the harp space. And that your muscles are beautifully relaxed. And that you're just feeling calm and serene, nestled in this beautiful boat on this calm river. And as you sit there, comfortably resting, remember that you can always return to this place at any time. Whether it's in the morning, early evening, or when you're settling down to sleep. This river and this boat will always be here when you want to come back. And now the boat starts to gently turn. And you start to make your way back. To the point where you first embarked on this wonderful adventure. And the sun is beautifully up and golden, and it just enlivens and enlightens all the flowers that you can see. And the sky is that wonderful shade of blue with the clouds skimming across it. And as you step back onto the path by the river, you can begin to feel that wonderful warmth again beneath your feet. And be aware of that beautiful sun on your back. As you start to make your way back through the trees, you notice how cool it becomes when you are shaded by the beautiful green leaves and branches. And now gently start to bring yourself back into into the space that you're in. So start by giving your fingers and toes a little wiggle, stretch. But don't rush to get up. Move position, whatever you need to do, just to gently bring yourself back into the space. When you're ready, you may open your eyes. So I'm just going to change the key of the harp and play some gentle Harptions for you. Just take a wee moment just to have a wee drink of water and just get yourself back into the space. I'm just going to play a few tunes for you, and I'm not going to introduce these at all. I'm just going to play pretty much one after the other. So just continue to relax and just enjoy. If you're having a cup of tea or a glass of water or whatever you want to do, just sit comfortably and enjoy the tunes. Thank you very much, everybody. I really hope that you enjoyed our session today, our lovely time in our harp space with the boats and the sunshine and the birds and the river and just everything. And if you can't listen live, then obviously you can listen and catch up afterwards. And I hope you enjoy listening wherever you are. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day, whatever you are doing. I would like to thank the Virtual Village Hall, as always, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to deliver meditations on the harp. And I'd also like to thank my lovely host, Victoria, and that last little song with Here Comes the Sun, just for you. And I will see you all in May. Take care and much love, and bye for now.